Hey guys, so today I am back with another video, and I am gonna be doing a what is in my book bag because I said in my school supplies video, I think, that once I finished my first week of school, I wanted to do a what's in my book bag to show you guys kind of how I set up my stuff and how my stuff is being used. And then this does give me a chance to show you guys the binder covers I did make. I have one binder in my book bag that doesn't have one on it because I had to last minute get another binder, so it's a naked binder right now. So that is that, and I'm just gonna start off by saying, excuse my appearance. I am pooped. I'm tired, so tired. It is 3:38 and I am ready to go back to sleep. Today, my family had an event for my stepdad, who needs a surgery, and I don't want to go into great detail because it's kind of personal, and we live in Virginia, so the surgery can only be done in California, so they have to travel all the way across the United States. So we're trying to raise money to get the plane tickets, get the stuff for the hotel, get all the money. And we did really good today. It was tiring. We had a silent auction and stuff like that. I got one good thing out of it today, besides being able to help with the cause and help with that. I got this bracelet. It's like a little bangle bracelet. It looks like the Alex and Ani bracelets, but I'm not sure if it's exactly that. But it's pretty much just like a bangle bracelet, and I eyed this, and this was, we had vendors there. So if you don't know what a vendor is, it's where people have their own business and they come up and set a table. Like where I got my bracelet from is one of my mom's really close friends. They were like best friends in high school. And she does like jewelry like this, and I went and looked at her table because she's a family friend, and I fell in love with it and wanted to get some. So I had $5 with me, and that was it. So the charms costed $5 themselves, and the actual bangle costed $10. So I was talking to my aunt, my grandma, my mom, and telling them about how much I wanted one for my birthday. Not necessarily right now. I just saw a charm that I had really wanted, and I wanted it for my birthday. So we were talking about it and everything, and then next thing you know, my aunt asked me to ask my family friend who does this if she accepts checks. So I'm like, okay. So I went and asked her, and then next thing I know, my aunt is buying me the bangle, and she told me it's my early birthday present. Most likely I probably won't get anything else from them for my birthday unless it's probably just like a gift card or somewhere. So my aunt bought the bangle for me for my early birthday present. And I bought one charm myself, which was this turtle one. I have 3 on here, but I wasn't expecting 3 at all. So I have this little turtle on here. This is the one I bought myself. It's just a little turtle. And then my grandma was talking to me how she saw a teapot, and then I was telling my other great grandma about it and showed her, and she asked me which one I liked, and I said, well, you pick which one you liked. I want to see what you like. And I was showing her the horseshoe that she had, and my grandma was like, well, the horseshoe is for good luck. So my grandma bought me a horseshoe. So I have the little horseshoe right there. She bought that one for me. And then my other grandma that I originally was talking about it loves teapots, and I always love sitting in her room looking at her teapot collection, and once she passes away, all of them are going to be mine, and I loved looking at them because they're so pretty, and she's collected so many over the years, so it reminded me of her. So she got that one for me. It's just a little teapot, and I'm obsessed with it. I don't wear really nice jewelry. I just usually wear hair bows and earrings, so this is my first actual nice piece of jewelry. So I just wanted to point that out just because I'm obsessed with it. So first off, today, like I said, today has been a really struggle of a day, and if I seem really out of it, I'm sorry. I'm kind of my anxiety is getting to me because I don't do well in front of people that I don't know, and there was a lot of people I did not know at the event. And plus my boyfriend, if you guys didn't know, I'm in a relationship, but we are long distance. If you follow me on Twitter, you would know that, so props to everyone who follows me on Twitter. If you don't, you really should. Adelana Strawberry with 1 R. I have not talked to him all day, so it's kind of different for me. Usually I wake up to a good morning text, especially on Saturdays, if not a call, and I haven't talked to him all day long, and I woke up at 7:30 this morning, and I'm not used to it, so it's really weird. But I don't know if he rode today. He rides bulls on weekends. That's his thing. But he does live in Florida, so it is long distance. So I haven't talked to him. I've texted him a couple times. I haven't got anything, so I don't know what's going on. I'm a little nervous. I'm trying not to think about it, so just to let you guys know, I kind of already announced that. But we're going to get started, and if the fan in the back really aggravates you guys, I'm really sorry. I'm just trying to get this done. I don't feel good, and I just want to get this up for you guys. And if halfway through the video, if I get up and actually turn the fan on, it's because it is hot in here. So I'm going to shut up, and I'm going to get into this because I'm tired. Not all of the same school supplies that I showed in my school supply video is in my book bag. Not all my binders are because I don't need all my binders, and it was the weekend, and I didn't have homework except for one class. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So I have always loved the fact of doing a what's in my book bag. I don't know why. It's just, if I do the what's in my, like, I'm always obsessed with watching what's in my book bag, what's in my purse, what's on my iPhone. I have those obsessions with watching those kind of videos just because you can learn a lot about that person, like how organized they are, just a lot about the person. So you guys are kind of going to see how organized I am, but this book bag is a little bit heavier than it usually is. It only has been 1 week. I survived my first week of sophomore year. But I had to put 3 binders in my book bag. Friday, today, Saturday. I'm filming on Saturday. Yesterday I had to put 3 binders because I had homework for one class, and I'm only used to having 2 in here to bring home. So just because it's my first period and my 6th period, and I'll explain to you guys my whole schedule and stuff. So this is my book bag. I have used this book bag for the past 3.5 years, I think now. I'm not 100% sure. But it is from LL Bean, and the label has, like, worn off, so you can't really tell. But this is, like, the print of it, and I'm obsessed with it because it has my favorite colors in it. And it's just really pretty. I don't know why. It's me. I'm surprised it doesn't have purple on it because I have an obsession with purple, if you couldn't tell. It's not my favorite color though, but I do have an obsession with it. So it does have like side mesh pockets for water bottles. I don't really take water to school just because I don't really have the whole thirsty situation at school because I just don't. I'm not really that kind of a person. Like, I don't always have to have something to drink, but usually once PE hits is when I do have a lot of water with me. But right now I'm in driver's ed, so we're good. And it is on both sides. But in this side, I always have the pencil that I'm using. So I'm just using this one, my Bic pencils. I'm obsessed with the color. But I just usually have that because it's a lot easier than pulling my pencil pouch out of my book bag and sitting it on my desk, which I have actually gotten to a habit too. But trying to dig around for the one pencil I am using. So I just keep that on the side. I'm going to start from like this part up here first. So it has one pocket down here, one right here, and then one bigger one here, then another bigger one above that, and then the biggest one where I keep most of the stuff. So we're going to start with the one way down here. So I don't think there's anything in here. There's my broken keychain from Myrtle Beach that I had on it last year. I had this on here last year, but it's not on there anymore because it broke. Usually once I start PE, my gym combination will be written down on a piece of paper and will be in here. So if I do another what's in my book bag through like most of the, like once I get through my sophomore year, I might do a what's in my book bag of like my actual everything being fully used and stuff. But this is just kind of the first week. So there's nothing in there right now. So gosh, I feel terrible. So the one above this, usually where I keep my phone and stuff, just because we're not allowed to use our phones in school. I know a lot of people are. I don't know. They haven't really done the whole thing where they're thought about, well, maybe if we let the students use their phones, maybe they'll be more into school. I know a lot of schools let their students use their phones just because they can look up stuff on their phones to help them with their schoolwork, and a lot of schools do that. I know one person who is allowed to use their phone during school, which is my boyfriend, so he's allowed to use his phone in school, but I'm not, so that's why we don't talk during the day. So then mine's always off and in here. But the next thing is I use this MP3 player because it's really embarrassing. Everyone uses their phone for their music most of the time. If you do not use your phone for music and you have something like this, I'm right there on the train with you. I have not jumped on the bandwagon of using my phone for music just because I have to if I listen to music on my phone, it's through Spotify, and Spotify requires data usage when I don't have Wi-Fi. So this is what I have come to, and I got this for Christmas one year. This is actually my second one like this. This thing is so beat up and bent, and I can't even put any more new music on it, so it has like all older songs on it. And usually I'll have my headphones wrapped around that, but I just got new headphones this past Thursday. They're just blue with a little bit of green on them. And the reason they're not in here was because I had them with me in my purse at the event because I thought I was going to be talking to my boyfriend on the phone. And I usually use my headphones when I'm on the phone with him just so I don't have to hold the phone in my ear. And this has a mic in it, so that's a really good idea. So I would recommend getting headphones with mics in them. But they're not on there because I use them a lot during the weekend, like on the phone with people and stuff. And then there is a piece of gum that one of my friends gave me and I was going to eat after lunch, but I never did. It's the juicy fruit kind, and I don't think I'm going to eat that now. So that's everything that is in that pocket. So we're going to move on to the next one. I feel like I'm dragging this video on, and I feel so bad for doing that just because I feel terrible. So I'm going to keep apologizing most likely. But on to the next pocket, which is, yeah, there's that. I have some note cards. You guys have seen the note cards if you watched my back to school video. One is for biology and one was for Latin. Funny thing about Latin is our Latin teacher quit her job the week before school. So I went to registration on a Wednesday. She quit that Friday. School started on Monday. So we have a substitute English teacher right now, and we're just doing like pronouns and stuff. But we are getting a new one on Monday, so I'm so excited. I'm excited to get a new Latin teacher and us to finally be able to start Latin because I've always wanted to speak a different language. People tell me I should have taken Spanish, but a lot of people take Spanish. I know from my medical degree, I'm trying to get a medical degree when I go into college, but everyone says I should have taken Spanish, but I wanted to be the different person and take Latin, so that's what I'm doing. So I have my note cards for those two classes. Haven't had to use them yet. I have, let's see, I have some colored pencils or just regular colored pencils. I don't think I've used these yet. Oh my goodness. I did have markers. They just all fell out. I have markers that are currently not in their box that are all in the bottom of my book bag because of some reason. They're just the thin markers. I don't know why they all fell out. I don't know. But I'll show you guys what they look like once I get them all in here. I'm not sure exactly why they all fell out. Just the bottom of the box came out. I hate when, especially when they did it in elementary school and you never put them in a pencil pouch and you just left them in the box and you throw them in your book bag and you went to get your crayons out and your crayons were all in the bottom of your book bag broken and you had crayon marks all over your school supplies. That was the most aggravating thing, especially in like the 2nd grade. But anyways, I have markers, which I'm going to have to tape that. I'm going to do it right now because if I don't, I won't, and I'll have this problem again. So I have markers in here. Along with that, I have a flash drive just because this was like required for my econ class because we're going to be doing a lot of projects. And this is just a SanDisk 16 gigabyte. And it's just like, it looks like chevron print, but it's red, but it looks orange. So it looks orange on camera, but I promise you it's red. And then there's another pouch inside of this pouch that is Velcro. I just have my crappy calculator that I use. I'm not taking a regular math. I'm taking a algebra functions class because I failed algebra 1. So we don't get homework in that class, so there's really no point in this. They just like us to have it just in case we feel like doing work. But who would? So that is everything that is in that pocket. And I'm trying to make this a quick video just because it's going to take forever. So on to the next one, which is where it's a lot bigger. I have a couple of pouches. The first one I have is this one. This is a Medela pouch. It's black, white, and pink. This is what I use for my pads and liners. I don't use tampons. no. So this is what I use just because I don't feel like a lot of people will go in my book bag to like grab a piece of paper because that's how close I am with my friends. It doesn't really bother me. They're like, can I borrow a piece of paper? You know where it's at. It's in my book bag. I don't want my friends opening my book bag and pads and stuff flying everywhere. So I recommend that. I just have the amount that I need. So even if you're not on your period, I still would recommend having them with you because it helps out a lot of people, especially if they're on their period. You can help out a random 7th grader in the bathroom and you'll be her favorite high schooler, I promise you. So I recommend having them just in case. I have my pencil pouch, which is all kind of wadded up. You guys didn't see this in my school supplies video, but this you did. I just still have the same exact stuff in there. Post-it notes, I haven't opened them yet. My colorful pens, I've actually been using these for, especially my English class, for note-taking. They're just paper mate. They're like really smooth writing. I have big pencils. I have a glue stick, and then I have my highlighters, and then a different type of pens. So I'm starting to actually like put this out on my desk, so if I want to use a different color, I'll just grab a different color. But I'm actually starting to do that now. Next thing, this was also not in my school supplies video because my mom gave this to me. She bought it on a yard sale thing from a friend on Facebook, and it's a 31 bag, and she didn't know what she was going to do with it, but so she gave it to me because I liked it so much. It's just like black and white chevron, and in here I thought it would be a good idea just to put like some essential stuff for girls that you probably need. So I have some bobby pins because I've gotten to the point where I'm starting to wave my hair. This is the first video I have waved my hair in, I think. And I'm starting to do that again because my hair has grown out long enough where it looks okay. And I've been pinning my bangs back because our school AC breaks a lot, and when you're like hot and sweaty, you don't feel like having your bangs in your face, so I pin mine back. So I have like a whole pack of bobby pins, plus it has helped some of my friends. I have my little EOS egg in here. This, I don't know what flavor this is. It's like peppermint or something, but it doesn't moisturize my lips as well as I like it to, so, but I still use it. Then I have a hand sanitizer. This is Bath & Body Works Pink Sugar Plum. I'm obsessed with the smell. It smells so good. It's so sweet. Then the last thing, I have just one little like glasses wipe or phone. I use it to wipe my phone also. If my glasses are dirty, I cannot stand it. Next, I have my planner, which is literally the most important thing of my life. You guys have seen this if you watched my back to school supplies video. I'm not going to show you the front because it does have my schedule in it, but I'll flip it and show you guys what my first week looked like. So this is pretty much what it looks like. I like to highlight anything, even if it's on the weekends, I still highlight it. It's not in color just because the first week I didn't really take the time to plan it out and actually write it in color. So if I have like this for Tuesday, I found out Thursday I was going to have a quiz on an algebra Friday, so I wrote down quiz tomorrow and highlighted it, and then I wrote in Friday quiz today and highlighted it. So I like doing that, so I recommend doing that. And I also recommend these little like binder clips because they do help a lot. It's a lot easier just to flip to it. Next, I have my Algebra 1 graph notebook. It was like on the requirements, but we haven't used it yet. I don't know if we will, but I have it in here just in case we do. It's just graph paper. Then I have my health notebook, which is blue. If you're in here, I just have this paper called Rumor Has It. It's about organ donors and stuff because that's what we're currently learning about. We're going through the driver's ed stage. We have 4 weeks of driver's ed, I think, if I looked at her calendar right. So we're going through driver's ed right now, and we've gotten to the portion talking about whether we want to be an organ donor or not. I personally am not going to, just because it may help people. Someone could use my heart or use my lungs if I pass away, and I'm perfectly fine. Someone could use it, but I just have this thing where when I pass away, I would like to keep all my stuff, even though I'm not technically going to. I just have a weird thing. But we've been pretty much doing a lot of driver's ed, some note taking. So there went that picture. So we've been doing that. Then I have my homework folder, which is also blue. I went with a different kind this year. It's just by 5-star. Both my notebooks are by 5-star also. This is by 5-star. In here, I don't really have much just because I don't really have that much papers. I have to turn in on Monday. But these are just like old, like the syllabus, like for 2 of my classes I didn't have to return them because they didn't have to be signed. So I got those papers back, which are useless right now. So they're just, that's in here. It's a struggle to get this back in here. This is going to be a long video. But I have all of that stuff in here. Bear with me, guys. I know this is going to be long, but that's what happens when you have a lot in your book bag. Anyways, on to the very last and final pocket. I just have, oops, this is where all my binders are. So, okay, so this binder is my econ binder, which is naked. Just has econ on the side. This is the binder that I did not show in my back to school supplies because I didn't buy it yet, and my mom went out and bought it. I wanted it black, but just because I liked the black color better, but she got white because this was like the only kind of binder left. And this is a 2-inch just because with econ we're getting a lot of notes. I already have a ton. We're taking a lot of notes, like the founder, oh gosh, what is his name? Adam Smith is like the father of econ. Stuff like that we're taking a lot of notes on. I love to highlight. So I usually take my notes in pen so I can highlight unless it's like really quick notes, then they're in pencil. But we do get a lot of handouts. Econ is just a business class, pretty much to like learn how to count out money. We learn that at some point in the year. Business stuff like getting jobs and pretty much preparing us high school students to go out in the world in business. So that's pretty much what the class is for. It's a mandatory class, so I have no choice but to take it. And then these next 2 binders are usually the ones that always stay in here, which are my English and my biology. So I have biology first and English 6 just because I can't go back to my locker within those times. So this one is my English, which I love English. It's like one of my favorite class periods. English and biology are my 2 favorite classes this year. This is one of the collages I made. I may take pictures of them and post them on, they're on my computer. I can probably post them on Twitter if you guys want to use them or just print them out, do whatever you want with them. I will have these on there. I'll try to remember to post them on there if I can remember it. But I actually made these myself. I just pretty much looked up, Googled pictures, like Tumblr pictures, We Heart It pictures, and these are what I come up with. And I just kind of put them all in a collage like I wanted them. I'm not sure what the website is called, but this is one of them that I come up with. And this binder's purple, and it just says English on the side, and it's naked on the back. But in here, I pretty much just have I feel like my book bag's gonna fall. I just have my notebook, which this is where we take notes, but we halved it, so it's a black 5-star, and I have a little tab thing that says notes up here. So the second portion is for notes, and this is like an example of how our notes look. We've done a lot of gluing. And then the first portion is for like journal entries, and the first one was like, what do I think about the first few days of school? And I wrote like a half a page because I didn't have that much time to write it. Then I just have like my syllabus and tab dividers in here, and the subjects that we have to put our tab dividers in is like writing, non-fiction, fiction, vocab, and tests and quizzes. And then I just have boring paper in the back. So that is that binder. That's one of my favorite classes. Then the very last thing in my book bag is my biology. I love science. I love anything to do with science. I don't know why. It's just I've always liked science as a young little girl. And English. I've loved writing. So these are my 2 favorite classes, and this is what this looks like. It is a black binder. It says biology on the side. This is another collage I made. This one's kind of more of the pink. I didn't really purposely do this, but it's kind of pink except for like this one, which is just like black and white, and then this one. And I kind of went with the theme of like a beachy theme, like summer vibe on these. So I tried to go with that. So I have like palm trees and like a Ferris wheel and stuff. So I tried doing that, and it's naked on the back too. But in here I just have tab dividers also. The first page is like we have this little like warm up, and it's called Colonel Einstein, and our mascot for our school is like a colonel. If you don't know what it looks like, just look up colonels. I don't know, might pop up popcorn kernels. So, but we just have Monday through Friday, and we write down like our answers to the questions that are on the board. So we do that. I have my biology syllabus, and then I have tab dividers, which we didn't name our tab dividers, but in the first one I've kind of have just the first activities that we've done so far. So in our school year we have 4 9 weeks, so I may do that, like the first blue tab divider is going to be like the first 9 weeks, but pretty much we've only done 2 things. We haven't really done much. Behind those tab dividers I have boring paper. I used wide ruled this year instead of college ruled. No, I used college ruled instead of wide ruled. I don't know why I just switched over. And then I have a folder just because they required it. So that is everything in my book bag. My phone's telling me I'm going to run out of time. So that's everything that's in my book bag. I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely follow me on Twitter because that's where most of my stuff gets announced. You'll pretty much know a lot about my life. Where most of the stuff is going on is on Twitter. So follow me at Elena Strawberry with 1 R. My next video, I'm going to try to do a relationships video. I know I did my relationships vlog with Lynthia and Allie on Skype, but I really want to do like a sit down video with my advice. So I'll talk to you guys maybe in that video. That might get filmed today if this gets uploaded in time enough. So you might see me again today. So I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye guys.